Hey, this is Power36113 from Horse Reality. So in this video, I'm going to show you at least the beginning steps of how to put roan on a horse that does not have roan. So here I started with a black Arabian stallion base body, and then you can watch me import the mane and the tail by, going to, I think, File and Open in Place. Now what I'm doing is I'm searching through my files to find a good roan to put on him. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the roans that are available. I'm looking at their necks. I'm looking for a good arched neck to put on him. The Finn horse has a nice neck, but I'm looking at the chest. The way that the Finn horse's legs are positioned don't really look like they don't match the Arabians. So I'm looking through the other roans here to see what else matches. My default is going to be the Trakener. I still don't know if I'm saying that right, I'm sorry. But the Trakener has a nice curved neck, as you can see. And his shoulder is bent the same way as the Arabs. So it looks like it'll be a really good candidate. Now I'm still going to keep on looking for roans to see if there are any other options. Now I'm potentially looking at the Brumby Stallion. Now, I do end up trying the Brumby Stallion's roan for a moment, but as I move it around, it doesn't really match what I'm looking for. I also imported the Trakener Stallion's roan just to have that on hand. So I start moving the Brumby Stallion's roan around by going to Edit and then Transform. I just had a little brain fart with the menu here. But yeah, once I start moving the Brumby's roan around, I can see that it's not what I was looking for, so I think I deleted. Alright, so right here I'm just moving the roan around to try to find a good spot to put it on, both where it matches the arch and whatnot. Oh, and what I just pointed at was I noticed the jawline, the cheek, I guess, of the roan, and now I'm going to try to line that up with the Arabs while maintaining that arch of the neck. And you'll see why I ended up not going with the Brumby Stallion, because I can move and cut up the roan and move it and stuff, but it's just easier to do it in one fell swoop rather than cutting it up and trying to merge different pieces of roan together. So now I discarded it and I'm working with the Trakener Stallion, and now I'm trying to line up that arch as well as the jaw, or the cheek. I'm so sorry. And remember, you can go to Edit, and then I think it's either Transform or Free Transform to be able to get this moving box and to be able to resize it, and the rotating arrow. So what I just did was I made a copy of the roan. I right-clicked on it and I clicked duplicate. And I also got the eraser, and I'm going to erase around the body, but I have the roan layer selected. So I do have a copy of the roan, and I'm working on what was the original copy right now. And you're going to end up with several copies of roan as you do, like the neck, the legs, etc. So right now I'm just erasing stuff that I don't really need. Like there was a piece that had his shoulder in it, like his front leg, and I don't need that muscle in there in the roan. And I also erased the back legs. Now this is the second layer that I made, and I'm going to make another layer again here in a moment. but well, I don't remember, but the second layer is going to be like his front leg. As you can see, there's a shoulder, so I'm going to try to line that up with the Arabians right there. And you're going to have to resize it and rotate it a little bit to get everything right, to minimize having to like erase and make several different layers and stuff. And then here I am making another layer, a duplicate layer again, before I start erasing, just so I have the plain copy of the roan sitting around so I can make the next layer. So if I need to make another leg from it, or I want to use the body or something, then I have that untouched layer available to work with. And again, I'm on the next layer, the one that I had made a few minutes ago, and I'm erasing that one for pieces that I won't need. Now remember, I do have a layer for the neck. Now I'm going to end up renaming these layers here in a moment just so I can remember which is which. But here I'm just playing around with which roan is which, and trying to figure out if I like what I need to erase from which one, and how I can make them seem together, I guess. Like seem like SEAM. Alright, here I'm looking for the rename option to rename the layer. So all I did was double click on the layer where the words are, and I just started typing. So like I put neck roan, I think I put front leg roan, so that I can know which layer is which. And you notice me clicking on that box or the eye to hide it or unhide it. Right now I've also got the eraser selected, and this part will require some trial and error. But as you can see, here's the error part. So you're going to play around with erasing one of the roan layers as much as possible from the other one. You're going to end up with kind of a white line. This is totally normal. What we're going to end up doing is getting the blur tool and trying our best to merge them, but with roan being kind of quite literally spotty. Like they're called corn spots with the those dark spots that are on roan. I'm sorry, those dark parts. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Those dark spots that are on roan coats are called corn spots. So with those being on the roan coat, we don't want to compromise those by trying to make that white line blur and go together. But here I'm still going to show you what that blurring looks like here in just a moment. Yeah, there's that ugly white line. Here's the blur tool. And in Photopea, unlike Photoshop, the blur tool actually works better in blurring the roans together than I thought it would. So yeah, it'll just require some trial and error, but there you go. Now one thing that I do also want to mention is the dodge tool. It's right below the blur tool. And here I'm going to demonstrate how it works. Like right now I'm just clicking and dragging my mouse around. And now I'm clicking and dragging again on top of what I had just done, and again. So the more times you, I guess for lack of better words, color on top of something that you use the dodge tool on, which is a lightening tool, the brighter it will be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the background layer, which is actually the black stallion's body, and use the dodge tool on that, since his body is technically underneath the roan pattern. This is kind of how I, if you will, cheated my way around the roan. For spots that weren't quite covered by the roan, this is how I scooted my way around and made it look good.